There are many GAA clubs around the world who try to move heaven and earth to get where they want to get. But here in New Haven, they're actually using gelignite to blast their way to achieving their own field of dreams.
The explosives are locked away for the moment, but they're needed to blast through all this rock and turn a small field only suitable for underage games into a full-size GAA pitch, and in so doing transform the fortunes of the New Haven GAA club. So now it's time to get those explosives ready and to blast through some rock.
This is the dynamite, and this is what we use to prime the hole. So we stick this cap into the dynamite like that, and then we either put a half hitch on it to hold it, and then we drop this down the hole. That's the primer. Then we pour, if the hole's dry, we pour this ammonium nitrate fuel oil. It's called ANFO. These cast boosters burn at 25,000 feet per second, really hot. This burns at about 18, 19,000 feet per second. This is Unimax, this is dynamite. It's about 40% nitroglycerin.
What we're doing is, as you can see, we have a field here that's a little too small for our kids. We have a lot of kids playing youth football here, all the way up to under 18. We now have a junior team starting, so we need to extend our field. And that's what you see going on behind us. We have a lot of blasting going on there. This hill behind us is pure blue rock, blue stone. And we're taking out approximately 25,000 cubic yards to extend the field so we can have it at regulation length.
You make it sound easy.
It's not easy. It's been going on for a while. You know, we had a lot of prep work to do first. On top of the hill there, we took out about 83s. You know, then we have machines in here clearing off the top of the hill. Now you see we have the blaster here. There's approximately 800-900 truckloads taken out already. There's probably another 400 or 500, maybe 6 to go. And our goal is to have it done before the winter comes.
This is a must. This has to happen. You know, we've been around for a long time, since 1949, and this has been our dream all along. And this is going to happen. It's got to happen for the future of Gaelic football here in New Haven. We're kind of unknown in the area. You know, everybody knows about New York, Boston, Hartford, because what do they have? They have full regulation football fields. We do not have that today, but we will have that. And where I see where we're going to promote our game is colleges. We have 6 colleges within a 20-mile radius of our area. They're all interested in playing Gaelic football. Imagine having a college tournament here on a weekend with our club, our facility. What would that do for our area? It would put Gaelic football on the map in New Haven, I feel.
Gaelic football has been in the area for decades, but juvenile players have always had to leave when they became adults.
Exactly, and that was a frustration where you're not able to continue with the same players that you played with for a lot of years in youth. So what happens is you can still play the game. There's opportunities, but they're going up to maybe Boston or through the Hartford clubs, maybe down with the New York club. So the kids that really want to play can continue. But again, it's not your own New Haven jersey that you're putting on, and you play for the love of the game, but you love it more if you're with your own club. I do feel a little bit jealous because nowadays even the kids have like the Continental Youth Championships. I look back and say, man, if I had that when I was that age, I mean, we get some of our coaches that are my age and have played before in New Haven. We say if we ever had that when we were kids, it'd be great. So to be able to have that here, maybe even entertain some tournaments in the future, would be great, and something I kind of missed out on. But we can have that for our kids and the next generations after that.
So the message is a little bit biblical. Build it and they will come.
That's my saying. You stole my saying, really. Build it and they'll come, and I feel they will. I feel we need the field. There is no doubt in my mind, if we have a full-size regulation field, we'll invite teams from New York, teams from Boston to compete here, because it's midway. It's 2 hours from Boston, we're 2 hours from New York. What's better? Full regulation field, beautiful clubhouse, to party afterwards, have a good time, have a good weekend. I feel it's a win-win for everybody.
Senior members of the club have only dared to dream of bringing senior Gaelic games to New Haven, but that dream is close to becoming a reality.
I mean, to be great to see a senior football game out here or a senior hurling game. I mean, I think the people in the area would go crazy, and we've got a lot of colleges around that have all kinds of programs, and I know Quinnipiac is one of the colleges that are hoping to get Gaelic football going in there, and hurling too, I believe. Yeah, so there would be great interest if we had, senior games here, definitely.
Can you put a figure on the overall cost of what it's going to take to achieve your dream, all of that work you talked about?
Talking to everyone here, it seems like it would take about $500,000, which seems like a daunting number. But you have a lot of good-hearted people that are doing a lot of things, and it's not always writing a check, but it's connecting us with the right people and putting in the volunteer work. But in the end of the day, if we want to do it all, which I think is important for the club, it would be about $500,000.
And it's a dream. And do you feel you're close to achieving that dream?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there are people who doubt us, but we don't doubt ourselves. It will be done.
And what drives you? Is it the thought of that opening day? Can you talk to me about how you feel about that? Do you dream about that?
What drives me is the love of this club. Coming from Ireland here, 1988, and knowing nobody, and being welcomed by people we have members from 31 counties in our club, and being welcomed by all of those, it's kind of special. And as I say now, the big drive on top of that are the kids. We want them back here playing in our field, at our club, and that's the goal.
Can I just ask you finally, why? You're retired, you're from Galway, you've been out here all your life, you love New Haven. Why?
Because I love Gaelic football, I love hurling, I love everything Irish, and I feel I'd like to leave a legacy. I feel the greatest legacy that I can leave is to make sure that there will be a field here for all kids to play in the future, and all adults.